If you really think about why you wanted to start playing the guitar in the first place, for most of us, it's because we dreamed of performing, right, in front of hundreds if not thousands of people. 95% of my income comes from playing the guitar. Even when I go abroad to the Maldives to perform, to Prague, Venice, Cyprus, you name it, I don't do those for free. I get paid essentially for a free trip to an amazing place, and I get paid to perform there. Now, I don't put it down to luck. I don't put it down to talent. What it comes down to is learning from the right guitarist, right? Learning the right skills in the right way that are gonna get you out there performing, right? If you're watching this right now and your dream, your goal has always been to get out there and perform playing the guitar, then you're gonna wanna listen to what I have to say right now. You see, if your goal is to get out there and perform, then you wanna be learning the guitar and practicing in a way that's gonna get you to that goal sooner, right? So, if that is your goal, then there's things that you want to avoid and there's things that you want to work harder on. Okay, so let's start with the things that you want to avoid. Number one, avoid 50 licks courses. In the beginning, especially before you know how to utilize them properly, they're just slowing your progress down because it's almost like you're trying to run before you can walk, right? Number two, avoid game and Guitar Hero style lessons, right? The problem with this kind of learning is it sort of forces your brain to rely on visual cues, all right? When we want to really rely on audible cues. Now, these kind of lessons are really fun, so if you just want to do it to supplement your learning curve just for fun, that's fine. Just know that it's not the quickest way to getting out there and performing, all right? You need to be learning specific things, which I'll get into in a second here. Number three, stop thinking that you have to play everything as fast as possible, shredding through everything, trying to learn sweep arpeggios. It's just, you don't need to do that in the beginning, okay? That's something to look at further down the line if you want to, but there are so many other things that need working on first, all right? Now, I was the same when I was first learning guitar. The temptation is to try and rush into difficult solos, difficult riffs, difficult speed exercises, all these things. But they are not getting you to your goal. Your goal is to perform on stage, right? Your goal is to be able to play the guitar well, right? So you want to focus on some other things first. I think one of the main reasons that so many guitarists give up practicing is because they don't have the right direction. 3 months in, 6 months in, their brain just subconsciously knows that they're just not moving towards this goal that you have in your head. Right? And it's because the direction's wrong, the fundamentals aren't being worked on, right? In my opinion, every guitarist should know how to map out their fretboard, know every note that they can play, know how to work out what key a song is in, right? Learning your shapes, your scales, how to actually make them sound good, how to make some musical ideas out of these scales and the shapes. It's not about just playing shape from top to bottom as fast as you can. It's about making music with it, right? Learning how chords are made, how chord progressions are structured, how it all works. And what you find is, after you've learned those things, or as you're working on them at least, then it's much easier to learn songs, it's much easier to learn solos, it's much easier to then, if you wanted to take a 50 licks course, then you'll know how to use it better because you can integrate everything into your playing, right? Now, all of this is worthless if you're not learning from the right guitarist, right? For me, as soon as I started to learn from some professional guitarists, just seeing the way they played, you know, the way they practiced, how they thought about things, and obviously hearing all of it as well, hearing how they played, seeing it with my own eyes, you know, it was just so useful. My playing just went through the roof, skyrocketed, and I got to my goal of performing and playing in front of other people. I got there so much quicker, you know, it's about efficiency here. It's not that you can't do it without help. It's not that you can't learn a solo without learning the fundamentals first. This is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying in this video is there is a more efficient way to get to your goal, and it is attainable, all right? So it's just about finding the quickest way to get there. Now, I know that professional guitarists do charge a lot for their time, right? You can pay £20 per hour upwards, right? I realize that that's a lot of money. This is why I put together Guitar Legend, right? A website with online guitar lessons for anybody and everybody. And guess what? I've shaped all of the lessons to fit your goal, which hopefully is either going to be to get out there and perform in front of other people, or to just improve your playing as fast as possible, right? All of my lessons are laid out in difficulty order. So we start with beginner, then to foundation, Then there's the soloing course. If you want to get out there and perform, then you would take my networking course, and I teach you how to get gigs and how to get out there and meet other musicians in the first place. Now, an in-person pro guitarist is going to charge you £20 upwards per hour, right? So at bare minimum, assuming you had one lesson per week, you're going to be spending over £1,000 in a year. I think that's far too much. So what I did was I chopped that number in half to 500. I chopped it in half again to 250. And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to chop it in half again, all right? I decided on a monthly fee of $9.99 a month to access all my videos, all right? Why did I make the price so low? Because you're not using up my personal time. The videos are already online, right? So you can learn whenever you want, wherever you want. You can learn on a phone, you can learn on an iPad, a computer, it doesn't matter. You can learn at your own pace. If you want to do 10 hours a week, do 10 hours a week. If you have time for 1 hour a week, then that's fine too, all right? This, you can fit it around your own life. You can even contact me whenever you're feeling demotivated or uninspired or stuck. I will pull you straight out of the hole and I will get you going again, because I genuinely care about any individual that invests in my lessons. Now, I do offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, all right? So if you're not happy with the product for whatever reason, you're not getting along with the lessons, maybe you don't have time for it anymore, then that's fine. Just let me know in the first 30 days and I will refund the first month. There's no contract with this. You can cancel at any time, all right? So it's a no-brainer, guys. Affordable lessons from a working guitarist that moves you towards your goal as efficiently as possible, right? So click the link below, sign up, and I'll see you on the other side.